Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In today's video I'm going to show you my seed farming guide. I use Talkor as my character. I know that a lot of people like to use Axeldor. He is quite strong, but I mean they both kind of get you to the same place. So we get about 400 plus leaves or seeds per run, and it's a pretty decent amount. So this is my tree over here. Well, the most important thing is the 99 plus gold, so we can get 250 gold in total. And then obviously if you don't have the same amount of leaves, you don't need the XP or as much, or just the XP and then the cooldown over there you can get rid of, and then you can work on that. Or you could even get rid of a percentage of the seed drop chance and start working on that slowly as you get more leaves. But anyway, let's go on. We are playing with Talkor. The most important thing is that we, one, don't want auto heal, and two, we need to kind of roll for area. So we didn't get area there. We're just going to retry, and then we just keep doing this until we land up with that area. The actual modifiers don't really worry me too much. We do want the area though, unfortunately. So we just got to keep doing this. They did add a little bit of a loading screen in that gives a bit of tips for everyone. Grab glowing coins and lucky gnocchi, and then we're going to run straight to the ascension crystal and ascend our coin with the second ascension, which is going to give us a lot more coins in terms of speed wise. So we will get more coins dropped by enemies and just by everything else. And that's going to help glowing coins do more damage as well. So always golden statue, second ascension, and you'll see that we're going to end up getting a lot more coin drops just from random mobs, which is the whole point of this. Now there is another way to build them, but because we're playing with seed farming in mind, we do want the most amount of area and duration. So area of effect and duration are obviously the two best stats to have in the beginning in terms of Talkor himself, and with regards to obviously farming things, because the more things you kill and the quicker you kill them, the more seeds you're going to obviously obtain. And that's the whole point of this. We want to obtain as much seeds as possible, or as many seeds as possible is a better way of saying them. Alright, now we do have to be careful. We don't want to take damage in the beginning of the game, guys. Talkor is very, very weak without his beginning gold. So if you get to a point where you land up taking too much damage in the beginning of the game, then I suggest you restart, because it's just going to make your run that much harder and that much slower. So, you know, it's really not that difficult to just hit that restart button and just keep going. Now with Talkor having glowing coins as a trait, we are going to be looking for fire relics as well as fire weapons. So Brock's bazooka is going to be extremely good, as well as all the fire relics that you can get, like the burning pendant and other relics like that. Also mirror and the greed relic are probably the strongest relics on Talkor by far. So having greed with 500 gold is just an insane amount of damage. Now we're not speed running, so we are going to be picking up all the chests. Also at 22 skill points, we're going to level up his ultimate to max, and then we start spamming it to get 1 free chest, but also to get as many relics as possible, as well as ruins, which are just going to make us that much stronger. We're going to hit crit and projectiles on the coin, and you'll start seeing that it's just going to be becoming insane, and we don't even need to worry about the relics just yet. The one thing we don't want is to hit mirror too soon. If we hit mirror too early, it means that we're not going to be spending any of our gold, and we're just going to land up farming. You know, then we'll turn it into a speed farm or something like that. But if we do hit mirror, then, you know, we're not going to spend our gold in the shops like we would normally. Because 250 gold spent in a shop means that, you know, you nearly pick up every single relic in the game. Alright, so traction fossil over here is actually very good, helps us to grow. We are going to, at 10 points, put them all into XP gain. We got an RNG tonic which increased our area of effect even further, so that's really cool. Hopefully we won't have too many projectiles to cause us issues in the video, because there have been times where I've nearly crashed the game because of the amount of projectiles I've had on the screen. So hopefully it doesn't really affect us in any way or manner, but we never know. That tonic, yeah, we don't need it. We'll skip that one. We don't really need it. If it's like the last relic in the game, then we'll grab it, sort of thing, for a completionist sort of standpoint. But otherwise, it's, you know, effectiveness. It could, you know, take away damage or cooldown or anything good that we do like on Talkor. So it's not really worth it in this case. Alright, we're on 192 gold already. As you can see, we are really doing a lot of damage to things. I'm really hoping we do get a Greed Mirror combo. That will be fantastic, just so you can see the huge amounts of damage that you can get from it and just how insanely strong it can be. So a little bit of cooldown there from the ultimate. That's really nice. Let's go see what's in the rest of the shrines. We're gonna pop this because, you know, we don't actually use healing, so we don't need that. We got an Astrid shield, that's okay. It's not really going to benefit us in healing us a red heart when it breaks, but it does block enemy damage, so, you know, why not? It's a free shield, free hit without losing gold, which means that we're going to keep our area of effect up to the maximum amount. Now we do have to get 200, well, we don't have to, but it is advised, I advise everyone to get 250 gold, and the reason for that is because we are going to spend 150 of that in the shop. We are going to keep 100 gold on us, just for the sake of being strong enough to just, you know, walk over the enemies as the next round starts. You don't really want to have to struggle trying to, you know, run through hoops to get your gold back. So we do kind of limit our spending. I know it is difficult. I know you do want to spend as much as possible, but, you know, for the sake of, we're here for seed farming, nothing else. So we do have to kind of remember that, and we need to make sure that we are doing that. Ragnar's sword, yeah, we'll grab, I mean Sindri's sword, sorry. We will grab it. It is actually quite interesting with a lot of area of effect. And we'll see which weapons we'll end up picking up. Again, we are looking for Brock's bazooka, but if we don't get it, Manny's bow is good, Astrid's orb is good. There's so many good relics that we can look into leveling up and ascending on our third ascension crystal. So second ascension always goes into the coin as well, so it's double ascended as well, and you kind of just focus on coins and killing enemies and then getting yourself as much XP as possible. So, you know, that's the game plan. We kind of going to be taking our time here. We could make it a 20-minute run, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The most important thing is seeds, and that's exactly what we're going for. As you can see, the reason that, oh, I didn't actually mention this, but the reason we go straight for his level 3 ultimate is to make sure that we have the least amount of time spent opening up random chests, because at level 1 and 2 of his ultimate, there is a higher chance of getting chests opened, whereas at level 3, there is more chance of actually getting relics than there is of opening up chests. So, you know, that's a low roll, unfortunately. Yeah, we get a chest, but it's fine. We get crit on our coin anyway, so it's kind of worth it. That's the only real reason why we would go for chests. It does really help with our coin damage and crit. And as you could see there, because of our Astrid shield, we didn't really have to worry about being hit by the enemies. That's still that over there. There is one at the bottom. Let's go take a look at what that is. A nice epic chest. Give us coin, 10% crit chance. I don't even know what the crit chance of our coin is at the moment. Let's just take a look. We're on 60% crit, which is a very decent chunk of crit. And let's sort out this scavenger rat now. Alright, getting more projectiles would also be very, very strong here. But as you can see, there we go. Scavenger rat down and dusted. I don't even know what picked up there. Sea urchins. We're going to grab this. This again. We are going to just grab everything that's kind of useful. So relics, movement speed, damage. We don't need the mighty bow. We're not interested. We got Manny's bow. Mushrooms are extremely good here. And an XP fossil is amazing to grab as well. We got a mirror. Unfortunately, we're not going to pick it up. We don't need that. We'll get it as a relic hopefully further down the line, and we'll grab that. And the snowflake is actually also extremely strong here, as you can, well, not strong, but extremely good here as a defensive thing, because again, we're going to have so much area of effect that the snowflake's going to freeze everything around us quite nicely. So we did pick that up. We're going to go power of gold. And now we kind of just walk around collecting all of our gold again. And I do see that we have another magnet that fell on the floor right away, which is fantastic. So we are not going to use our ulti just yet, because I don't want to get the mirror that was there in the shop that we re-rolled over. So we're gonna, I mean, the chances of getting it are pretty decent. So we are going to just get as much gold as possible before then. And as you can see, our stats have grown as well because of our use that, just, you know, because we've got our mushroom. Sorry, that's the one I was looking for. I'm like, why am I attacking so quickly now all of a sudden? We got the golden mushroom, which gave us insane amounts of stats in every single avenue, which is fantastic. And now we, again, like I said, we do want to just grab as much gold as possible, get to the 250 again, because I have a feeling that Murmur is going to show up for us in the ultimate, because we kind of went over it in the store. You know, it's just like a feeling I've got. It doesn't mean it's actually going to happen, but it can happen, and because of that, I do want to just make sure we are prepared for that. So yes, I am losing a bit of time with using my ultimate, and I probably could spend the points already, but I mean the ultimate, I could use it already, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I do want the most amount of damage and area, so getting myself 250 gold is definitely a lot better than anything else here. Okay, that was weird. The game just paused on its own. Like, hello? Oh, that's never happened before. Alright, so we can start spamming the ultimate again. And we do have 32 points, so we are going to increase damage. We're going to take attraction, and we need 10 skill points per 5 points in the tree here. So we can only upgrade one more, and that will be our cooldown over here. So that's fantastic. 150% cooldown just means that one, our skills are going to be more active, as well as our ulti being up sooner. So now we got to think to ourselves, well, we'll see what we actually get in the next shop and what it is that we can, you know, ascend. We are looking again for the box bazooka, but if we don't get it, Manny's bow is an awesome skill to take. But yeah, we'll see what we get and where it goes for. There is still currently a little bit of a bug with the visuals with the artifact. So yes, the artifact does show as the pushback potion or knockback potion, but we do actually have a ring on us, so we can use it. See, as you can see, there we go. It shows you the proper vision. I mean, we're getting all the XP around us, and again we picked up another ring and it gave us the knockback potion. So a bit of a buggy visual, but that's okay. I'm sure the devs are working on it, and they'll definitely take a look at the video and work on it, you know, to try and sort it out as well from there. Alright, come on. Alright, I think we have enough stats in everything to take this potion as well. Effective probability is pretty decent with glowing coin anyway, but again, you don't really have to do it. I just want it out of the way. I don't like, you know, having this on my map. I got rid of our attraction, I believe that was. Was that attraction? It did, yeah, so it took away some of our attraction percentage. So not a bad loss. I would have, you know, I could have got rid of something more important to us, like damage, cooldown, area of effect, duration. So getting rid of attraction is actually a bonus. So good RNG over there. Good. Alright, accidental chest pickup over here. We'll grab the projectile on the coin. That's just gonna help us deal more damage in the long run. And I'm gonna move up because I don't actually want to stand in those sparks. So we'll just start moving side to side here. As you can see, we're already on 178 seeds, and it's just gonna keep going up higher and higher and higher. I just need to decide now on which weapon to start leveling and go from there. We are on 38 points, so let's do, I think Manny's bow is a pretty decent one. We're going to look for just damage and whatever other stats it rolls, but it does have to be damage and something. So it looks like we get a lot of damage. Only 2 projectiles, really not that big of a deal. They are going to deal a lot of damage, and if we did have to ascend them, it would actually work out very, very well. But this was just a, you know, there it is. We could land up buying something really good from the shop now. So at least we got a double shield because, you know, as you saw there, we did get hit twice. But we do have a fortune of gold around us, so we don't really have to worry about being hit. The only time it becomes a let's scramble to get gold is when you're about to fight Ragnar and you've been hit and you have you know, greed and mirror and you lose a bit of gold. Then you're like, oh darn, you know, I just lost like 40% damage. But other than that, it's really not, doesn't really matter if you do get hit. You're just going to obviously recuperate that gold quite easily. Alright, so here we go. Boss dead. Get away from that, those projectiles, because again, we don't really want to get hit. We can grab everything here. Again, we are going to only spend about 100 odd gold. We're just going to pick up everything that can be or will be something. Mushrooms, very, very good. Get ourselves a fleeting tonic there. Got rid of some effectiveness. And we are stuck here with another mirror. Again, we're going to go over it. We're not going to buy it. We don't... Ooh. Okay, we are going under there, unfortunately. So we are 95 gold, but I did want the reset. It looks like we're going to be resetting Manny's bow, because we never really picked up anything better to use, which is kind of unfortunate. It would have been nice to have had something different besides for Manny's bow, but it's okay, it is what it is. We didn't need the crit chance on our coin anymore. It does have quite a high crit chance already. And as you can see now, we just got so much happening on our screen because we have so many relics and so many different things happening, so many different projectiles, damaging relics, just everything adds up and it goes crazy. So, you know, this is how it all lands up eventually. And again, looking to get to the 250 gold mark. If we land up picking up an earlier mirror, so be it. But, you know, as you can see, we're nearly on the gold amount anyway. It does go very, very quick, especially when you get about 3 gold per 1 gold pickup, which is possible because of the traits. The Nordic trait makes it so that you can get a chance to have 1 gold be picked up as 2 gold instead, and we already have the trait from our Yggdrasil to make it so that when we pick up gold, it is guaranteed to be worth 2. So, you know, just all of them together just makes everything insane. Anyway, I think we're gonna go for Manny's bow just because we've already... Oh man, okay, no. I'm gonna hold off because I have a very good feeling that as soon as I click on the Manny's bow, we're gonna land up getting something like Brock's bazooka or something like that. So let me hold off a bit. We still got plenty of time, so we can just keep adding more and more and more. We've got plenty of skill points, so we don't really have to worry about anything. We've got so much damage that I don't even have to worry about putting these skill points into anything. It's a bit of overkill. The final boss is going to die regardless, and he phases regardless, so you don't really have to worry about leveling anything else up. Would be nice if we stopped getting chests, but you know, it is what it is. Give us Manny's bow, some crits on the bow, that's fantastic. And come on game, just give me Murmur and Greed. That's all we're asking for, it's not that difficult. But even if we don't get it, as you can see, 344 seeds already, and it's still going up. So very, very good. I'm sure a lot of you are probably dying inside because twice I did not take Murmur. Guys, I had 100 gold when I could have taken Murmur, and that doubled is only 200. You can pick up more gold, so it really wasn't worth taking it, and it was actually worse to take it than it was to leave it. So, you know, that's my reasoning, and there's still a chance for us to get it during the game. So I don't know, let me know what you would have done, but for me, getting rid of the, well, not using the Murmur is so much better. There's Combustion, which was missing. Well, it wasn't missing, it was there in the shop, we didn't pick it up. And I mean, you can see we have a lot of relics, we have a lot of levels, we've got a lot of everything, we don't really have to worry about much. And we've got our Ascension Crystal, just waiting a couple more minutes, and we'll either go for the Manny's bow or we'll pick up something better. So we got a couple more ulti uses. We've got two more relics, two more relics, sorry, that we didn't have, that are now out of the pool, and we just got to keep on going. So I think we got about two more or one more ulti cast here, and then we'll have to obviously just go with Manny's bow. We won't really have much choice after that. So come on, 10 seconds and we should be fine, but you know, this is just how it is, and we gotta just go with what we're given. And unfortunately it was cooldown, not a relic, so that's unfortunate. We are gonna quickly just level everything up just before the boss fight. So Manny's bow gets the upgrade, and we're just gonna spam whatever, it doesn't really matter anymore. The boss fight's gonna be easy anyway. There we go, we're just gonna spam everything because damage from anything and everything is good. Not the level 1 ones, because that's just too many skill points wasted. Do Astrid's Orb. You know, this is how you kill your game, guys, by the way. So as you can see, we are on 395 seeds. I do think you can get more seeds from the actual boss fight. Not from Ragnar himself, we will obviously get more seeds from him, but from the enemies around him. I'm wondering now, we'll see, but I don't think he's going to last long enough to actually check if they drop seeds or not, but we'll see. We're on 395. We'll check right during the fight if we do pick up seeds or not. It will be interesting to see and interesting to know if we do. Alright, fire to ice and ice to fire. That is actually a pretty interesting combination. It also does look like, no, you do not get leaves or seed drops from the enemies inside Ragnar's fight or boss room. So that's unfortunate. It would be cool if they added that to the game. But anyway, that is just how it is. Oh, we got hit. Alright, 455 seeds. We dealt 2.9 million damage with the bow. and 6.9 million damage with the coin, burn damage 1.1 million, and a total of 10 million gold. So 455 seeds, guys. That is my seed farming guide. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.